Hello everyone! Welcome to my special little event day. We are calling this JAZI'S PJ Party event. I've got my little dinosaur pajama top on that's kind of obscenely short, but at least you can't see it, so it's fine. Also, I put out a poll on Twitter of what food I should get for this special feast event, and I just realized I probably ought to put my music back on for just a second. Kind of low in the background. Just because we're gonna be getting into the game after I kind of finish what I'm gonna eat of this. This is a ridiculous spread. I already ate 2 shrimp, and like there's so much food left. But Hawaiian won the poll, so I tried out a Hawaiian place, and I've actually not tried this one before. It's not my favorite food, in general, but like, I wanted to try something different, you know? The main thing I would just say is I think it's just like, I really like shrimp a lot, and because like I grew up near the coast, believe it or not, I'm really picky about my shrimp. But this shrimp did pass the like edible test at least. I've been to some other Hawaiian places where it has not been my favorite, but it's Utah, so like I get it. Yeah, so I'm gonna consume some of this food while we chat. We started a little early, so I'm going to plan on starting the character creator thing at 7 my time, so in about 25 minutes. Until then, we're gonna have some foods, and I'm gonna move my keyboard out of the way so that I can eat this and not get it on the keyboard, because we love that. The other thing too is like, this is an obscenely small amount of sauce. I only dipped my shrimp once. That's all the sauce they gave me. So I have some sweet chili sauce that I happen to have over here for my other sauce. I'll probably put the teriyaki on the rice, because I didn't like the teriyaki sauce either. I'm kind of sad. I probably should have gotten the katsu sauce instead. I don't know. They only had teriyaki and katsu, so like, I don't know. Yeah, let's dip another bad boy in. I'm trying not to chew too close to the microphone. Yes, it's very crunchy though, so I'm satisfied with that aspect of it, because it's been sitting out and it's still crunchy, so I really appreciate that from the shrimp. It's like my inner food critic is coming out just because I'm eating on stream. I'm gonna put some sauce on the rice. The macaroni salad is pretty good too. I just don't like macaroni salad with carrots in it for some reason. So that's my only complaint. I'm just waiting for some more people to get in here. I know I did say 7, and I just told people on Twitter, like, not even 5 minutes ago that I was starting early to review the food. But yeah, I'm satisfied with my choice. I think next time I'll try something else different too, because this was a fun shared food decision experience. I also keep forgetting that's like summer now. It's not like summer, but close enough. And so it's still like bright light outside at almost 7 p.m. I'm so used to it getting dark, and I have not been noticing that it's been getting lighter and lighter, and then then when I look at the clock, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. It's like actually the evening now. Oops. Yeah. They put my shrimp on a bed of cabbage too, and I'm trying to not eat that because it's kind of, I think it kind of absorbed like the frying oil from the shrimp, so like it's a smart idea, but I don't think it's the best for eating. The teriyaki is kind of like, it's kind of like a little salty. I think maybe that's why it tastes like ever so slightly weird to me. Teriyaki sauce is interesting because like, it's never the same. Like, you can kind of just expect like some sort of slightly sweet sauce. It's a mystery every time. But this is also a lot of food. Like, I don't think I'll be able to finish this even in, like, the next few minutes while we wait for more people. Alright, rice time. Oh no, I spilled some sauce! Alright, that is garbage now. Ah! I already used all the sauce. I'm like, it's so sad. There's like none. I'm a sauce person, so I really enjoy having lots of sauce, which is why I have my own. Nova! Come here! I've been feeding her the little bits off of the end of the shrimp tails. Not the whole shrimp tail. She doesn't need that, but... My body is ready for whatever cursed tune we're gonna make today. Actually, as strong as the teriyaki is, I'm not sure if I needed more of it. It goes well paired with the sweet chili, though. Just because, like, that one's a little bit more spicy, and this one's, like, more like salty sweet, I guess. Candy Colored Love playing in the background reminds me that I've actually never performed this song live. So it's in my set for the virtual event coming up in sooner than I'm ready for. It's still like over a month away, but I'm waiting on a piece for my outfit to come in, and like it has not shown up yet. Also, I did get a drink. A lot of times when I get takeout, I don't get drinks just because, like, if there's not something I really am craving, I, like, don't bother and I just drink water or a drink I have at my house. But, this one, they had Pog juice, and I really wanted the Pog juice. It's like, I think passion fruit, orange, and guava. I honestly mostly taste the guava. But that's very good. Easily the best part of this whole little adventure. Actually, I should have taken a picture to post on Twitter along with the thing here, but I've eaten most of it, so it's not the most aesthetic anymore. Oops. I took a picture of myself instead. There we go. I'll get my keyboard in the background. That was not. I wanted to focus, like, on the shrimp. And all their crispy glory. Just for some reason it won't focus on them. This is so cursed. Alright, so we got 13 more minutes until the official start time when we're gonna be diving in to the game. Oh, someone else hopped in. Still nobody in chat yet, but... This is really an experiment, because I'm thinking of doing, like, at least, like, once a month, maybe. Doing, like, a PJ party theme like this and doing it later in the day, just for something fun. Yum. That's a good enough picture to tweet. The sauce I brought out for the shrimp is kind of spicy though, so it's making my nose run. Actually, probably should eat the shrimp first because if I leave the rice to sit, it won't go immediately bad. But I feel like I want to enjoy these shrimp while they're still crispy. Oh, thank you for following! Welcome to the club! Trying to chew away from the mic. I know technically, since the tails are cleaned, like, you can eat them. But for whatever reason, I just can't get into the shrimp tail crunch life. I don't like the rest of the crispy breading. I don't know, the tail just doesn't taste right to me personally, so, you know. But I know some people like it, because, like, it's a very satisfying crunch. But, like, I don't like the flavor. I don't know. No, I've been trying to eat less dairy recently. Because I've been having a really bad time with lactose intolerance recently. I never used to be lactose intolerant. Like, dairy has always been one of my main food groups, but with one of the medications I'm on, it has for some reason made me lactose intolerant, which is cursed. So this is literally the first dairy I'm partaking of all day. Which I know for some people, like, oh, some people don't eat a lot of dairy, but I eat so much dairy. It's been really weird adjusting, because I'm just trying to see if, like, it helps at all to make some substitutions. But it's like, my big thing is I can't give up cheese. And I put cheese in things that I don't even think about. Like, though I think some cheeses don't really affect me as much, because I have to have a lot of something in order to actually trigger it and make my stomach hurt really bad, like, which is what I'm trying to avoid. But this is definitely a salad coated in mayonnaise, so that'll be fun. Like, the other day, I literally made a salad, and I was like, I haven't eaten any dairy today, and I was like, I put cheese on my salad, didn't I? Though I've noticed, like, Parmesan isn't super, like, lactose bad, for me at least. I know different people have different sensitivities and different levels. For me, it's mostly like, I can't just drink a straight up glass of milk anymore, and that is a tragedy. Like, not gonna lie, like, I love drinking just straight up milk, or chocolate milk, but like, straight up milk. And I can't do that anymore. Like, that is one thing that definitely has to stop, and I literally can't do it again until I am off this medication, but I probably won't be for a long time. All right. Good. I ate more of this than I thought I would. Not gonna be able to finish all this rice, though. But my one thing that kind of is, like, makes me sad about takeout sometimes is, like, sometimes I like to have leftovers. Tumor Boy, welcome! We're gonna jump into game in about 5 minutes when I technically said I was gonna start this stream. I'm just finishing my Hawaiian food, which was just basically macaroni salad, rice, not nearly enough sauce, and tempura shrimp. What are you playing? I'm playing Star Trek Online. What else would I be playing? Gonna make a new character. I'm like, that's why I'm like waiting a little bit, because I'm waiting to for more people to get in chat so they can help me choose my tune options, because I want to make something really unique and different. I know I meant tutorial, new missions. Yeah, no, it's gonna be the new tutorial. I was like, what do you mean, what am I playing? Alright, just a little more rice. Yeah, I'm not super a fan of that teriyaki sauce. If I did this place again, I'd probably get the katsu sauce instead. I do like at least that it was on the side so you can control how much there was, but like, I used the whole thing because there was like no... there was like no sauce for this amount of food. Okay. We're gonna set this aside for now. Very good. Thank you, people on Twitter, for suggesting Hawaiian. That was a good choice on my part. Okay. Actually, I just realized my hands are kind of greasy, so I'm going to really quick go wash my hands and then be right back to start up the game. I'm like, I don't want to be touching my keyboard for a bunch. Oh, ooh, what is going on here? Forgot to turn my music off. And also all of my like cover art is not at all the cover art it's supposed to be. It's some random band that I've never even heard of, and I don't know how it got there. Like, isn't that so strange? And I can't change it within Groove Music. It's really stupid. Oh, but come here. She's over there sitting there. Hold on, I'm gonna give her the shrimp I got out for her. Just a little bit. I have to peel it because she can't have gluten. Alright, almost died there. But here we go. Alright. Everyone left when I finished eating. Were you just here for the food review? Alright. Here we are. I want more people to weigh in on this on this event. Oh my god. Okay. We're definitely doing this one, because obviously we gotta play the new tutorial. But... Oh, and wow, thank you! Someone is here to watch! Okay. So I'm thinking right off the bat, we probably wanna do an alien, so there's the most options. But I will accept other opinions. There's like everything else is too boring, and I just made a Vulcan. Oh, Timber Boy's here too. My viewer count said 1, and I was like, where'd everybody go? It happens though. It's not always accurate. I'm gonna do a pack lead. Make them 7 feet tall. Do a benzite. I don't know. I had a benzite character back when the Foundry was a thing, but I've never actually played a benzite. But I'm thinking this will give us the most freedom to design something amazing and cursed all in one. Okay. Alright, career choice. I have no idea which one of these I want, because I have like a tune of like all of them. I have like 3 tunes of all of them, so I'm not sure if I want to go with engineering because it's my favorite, or if I want to go with science because like it's my least favorite, or like tactical, but I just made a new Jem'Hadar, and the new Jem'Hadar is tactical, so it's like I don't know which one do I want to do. Why did I cut out? Sorry. What do we think? What do we think? Chat? Engineering, science, or tactical? I always appreciate how the Odyssey uniforms are so nice. Every time. Very shiny. Alright, we think science. I do have, I think, the least number of science tunes. It looks good in blue. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna look like. We're gonna look really cursed at the end. Okay, here we go. We're going with science, because someone said it! First come, first serve! Okay, we don't want the presets. We want advanced. We want all the options. Okay, so we're starting with a very, basic thing here. Unless we want to start from a different preset. This one kind of looks like a tiger. Kind of cool. The cat eyes. I know I made a tune based off of this preset that was a little bit different at one point. This one's also fun. Okay. We can get fancy. I tend to like the humanoid head. We could also do the top hat. But then we can't have as fun of ears or they'll go over the top hat. To the top hat! Oh my god. And suddenly she has hair. I don't know where the hair came from. I haven't gotten to hair yet. Okay. I usually go with humanoid 1. Humanoid 6 works. Nice shadow. I like to change their lip colors, so I usually put the makeup on them, though, not gonna lie. But some of these are nice. Ah, interesting. I don't know. This one's very pretty, though. I don't know, but I miss the lipstick color. I wish I could have spots and lipstick, but I can't. Now let me decide after we look at the forehead options and stuff. Actually, let's make... I'm gonna make her pink. I forgot we had these options. These options might be fun. We can do the Riemann complexion. Standard. It's gonna take me an hour to make this tune. My god. You can tell it's a true Trek character creator. It's all about the forehead appliances. True, true. There are some really nice ones though, and like extra like alien editions. I don't know. I want something more alien looking, so maybe I'll go with these for now. Ah! It's not even looking at us. We have all the Klingon looking options. I really like the Denobulan foreheads for some reason. I don't know why. That actually looks kind of nice. Should add something for the nose though. We can't see any of the nose ones. They're an attractive species. Not wrong. Then again, I think I've said on stream that every species is attractive at some point, whether it was memeing or not. Okay, why is this not popping up because of the is it because of the Riemann complexion? Yeah, it's because of the Riemann complexion. So if I have the Riemann complexion, apparently I can't have a standout nose. This is unfortunate. Like some nice long ridges for our... Okay, now can I put back on the Riemann? Now the Riemann makes everything smooth. But I really like it. I like the patterns. Like the spots it gives. Okay, maybe I can deal with the smooth nose. She can be bumpy smooth. Also, hello, Satalia. Welcome to the chat. We are making a very sexy tune today. We haven't even gotten to my favorite part of customization. We all know what my favorite part is, and nobody's gonna like it. Okay, small iris. Oh yes, I like these. I think if we make them like... look very reptilian. I think we need to be a little more... I don't know. Here. No, that looks cursed. Oh, I like the blue. Do you guys like the blue? Oh wait, we definitely need a face tat. Or a scar. Probably like I want a face tat. Okay, wait. So there it is. A lot of them don't show up very well on the Riemann complexion. I think it's because of the... There we go, now it'll show up. Which one do we like? One of my tunes has that one. I don't always put tats on them, because... I don't know. I like that one. Not on the nose, though. Let me just put it, neck tat! That's too low. There we go. Ooh, we can rotate it. Yeah, now it looks kind of like a star or something. Neck tat! Or maybe... Okay, wait, let me... Just a random hairstyle for now. Let me see if we can put it... Like, what if we put it right smack in the middle? No, oh my god, no! It's going into the other half! Look, okay, we only get to pick one side of the neck then for a tat. Okay. There we go. Neck tat! Yes, I love it. Love that. I don't know, we feeling the black or maybe a little more... Actually, I like that. I like that one a little bit better. Okay. Obviously, we gotta have our shades. I'm just kidding. We can add the shades later. There will definitely be a shades outfit. Okay. Now, do we think she needs some spines or antenna? Oh, I didn't do the ears. What ears do we want? Round. Shades for days? Yes, indeed. Someone gets it. I remember that, like, back when the Foundry was a thing, I took it upon myself to make some of the most cursed creations known to man, and put them in as NPCs with, like, backstories and everything in my Foundry missions. So I had one that was, like, all green with these ears, and I made them the shortest possible, and, like, giant eyes and small everything else. It was so funny. They were like a little insect. Oh, those look fun. I already have a Denobulan forehead, though. I should go with something different. Long lobes. Cardassian ears. Butterfly ears. That could be cute. Oh, now these are very fancy. Beautiful. I don't know, I can't decide. I think I'm feeling this. Her head is going to fly away. I was thinking it looked kind of like a butterfly. I don't know. We can look at it and let me pick some eyebrows. I definitely want to go cursed with the eyebrows. Where's the multiple? Hell yeah. So what is your favorite part of character creation? Oh, making them thick. No, I don't like that with the forehead. I give a lot of my characters the biggest possible thighs, so that is something I'm very passionate about. Oh, that goes into the bangs of the hair. Let me see. I really like these. Ooh, angry. Why is that looking weird with the forehead? I'm so picky. This is why I don't do this on stream usually, but it felt like a good event. Oh yeah, those are good. I don't know if I want them black, but let me see what hair color I like. Definitely need like something to keep it out of the way of these monstrosity ears. That's interesting. Oh, that's cute. A nice tucked behind ear style. Maybe if we did like a deep plum or deep blue for the hair. Ah! I accidentally already started going to the most cursed options. Why is it so square? I don't know what I messed with. We're gonna start to get really fun in a second. Okay, I don't know if I like the haircut. Oh, that's cute. The hair looks too similar to one of my other tunes. We gotta get a different color. Ooh, we can be like pastel. I like the pastels. I gotta make the eyebrows matching pastels. Oh, this is so good. Okay, now I gotta go back and fix the makeup to make it more in theme. Yeah, I like the little purple tint on her lips and eyes. That's very good. Alright. I think we got most everything set. I like the eyes though, so I don't want to cover them up just yet. Here's the question though, antenna? Or no antenna? Antenna tucked. That looks a little cursed. I feel like to balance them out though, it needs to be a little, they need to be bigger. What do we think? What about these ones? This is extremely cursed. I don't need the top hat right now. About the spikes. Spikes might be a little too much. Alright. Now, here's where things start to get spicy. Because we can... Okay, we want it maybe a normal height, but the overall depth, this is too... Why is this... Why does her head look so pointy on the back? That's my question. Yeah, I need to do that, but with the back of it and make it smaller. There it is. Okay, yeah, that was just too much of a slope going on. I mean, she's already pretty cursed. I don't know if there needs to be a lot more doing to make her more cursed. Puffy cheeks. Yes, let's give her very defined cheekbones. Well, that is a little unsettling. I mean, the whole thing is kind of unsettling to begin with. Not cursed, she pretty? Is that what you call these ears? See, I could make her more cursed if I wanted to, but I like to commit to my characters in this game, you know? So, okay. Too thin, somewhere in the middle. Make her more smiley. How nice is that? The nose is what I wanted to work on. Okay, the nose is too short. Yes. Okay, too long, too long. I like her to have a nice nose. I don't know, I'm mad because I don't, now that she's like cutesy, I don't want to ruin her. But also, I wanted to get cursed today. I don't know, okay, moving on. So, we have two extremes. We can go 4, 6, or we can do 7 feet. Should we do 7 feet? I have not done a 7-foot character. Oh, I'm sorry we disrupted your cursed plans. To be fair, I just kept going. You could create a separate cursed outfit. Oh, we're gonna have some pretty interesting outfits for this one. I always go ham with the outfits, so yeah, she will definitely be having a nice Ryza beach look, and that's gonna be extremely fun, but she cute, so we can have the cute pose. Imagine you see this lurking in the corner of your room, 7 feet tall. Actually, did I make my Jem'Hadar 7 feet? Giant butterfly. I am feeling it. Alright, here we go. Long! I actually don't like... I don't like the stances when I'm trying to modify them and see what's going on. Oh, long neck. Okay. This is a better starting point. Make the neck a little less. Can still be very long, because I feel like if we make her tall, she should be long and graceful. But, titties. We're gonna bulk up that, though. We gotta bulk up the arms to compensate. What if we just make her really buff? That could be a vibe. The hips are now not to scale at all. Oh no. And we always just... Oh! Okay, this is insanity. Please, she keeps getting taller every time. Why are the hips maxed out and still so narrow? Do I just need to balance the waist out? No, the waist is fine. I think the problem is we just need, like, a slight height nerf. Or I bulked up the arms too much. That could be why. We love the feet. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Alright, hand size a little bigger. What the hell is going on? Okay. The arms are already bulked to the max. Can we do more shoulder bulk? Ha. Buff and kawaii. That is our motto for this butterfly girl. Can I just bulk the whole legs? Yes. Okay, wait, that might be a little too much bulk. They're still not that thick, but it's okay. It's okay. Now, here she is! Okay. I feel like if I want to make her, like, tiny like an insect, but, I'm kind of afraid that she'll get lost. Like, I'll lose track of her. There we go. 6'8" is tall enough, is it not? Alright, uniform time. I want the Odyssey one. We know we want that. But, gonna be making some modifications. 6'40"? I think that goes beyond the capabilities of the game. I do like this skirt with that. Sparkly tights. I also like to give an accent color for the skirt. I put this specific skirt on multiple tunes, so I have a look I like. Shoe Odyssey, but we don't like the Odyssey shoes. We like some nice tall boots. Yes, wear those heels. She is tall and she is a queen. No, we don't need that. Okay, okay. How do we feel, chat? How do we feel about this creation that I have made? I'm not sure how I feel. This is like easily my most extra alien that I've made. Solid. We are vaguely disturbed. Exactly, exactly. I want there to be more booty, but there's not going to be any more booty. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. This is fine. This is fine. She's thick. It's acceptable. It's acceptable. Alright. So... we like random ship names, because I'm horrible at naming ships. Unless anyone has any suggestions for ship names, I will take character name and ship name suggestions. But nothing too inappropriate or anything. Is this a curse stream? I mean, I already ate a whole bunch of Hawaiian food, so it's like mildly cursed because just because I usually don't eat on stream, but the food wasn't too cursed, but the fact that I ate it was because like I was saying before, there was a nice, very mayonnaise-y macaroni salad, and I'm lactose intolerant, so USS Kurland? Okay, I'm doing it. When I tell y'all that I screamed during the first time I played Forged in Fire, oh, I was not expecting it. Okay. What do we think? Oh, dearest Stoy. Oh, foy zubd. Zog G. What are these? Shif. Geem. Zafich. Studgower. Losta. Ukuirs? I don't even know. Soil power. Sounds like solar power. Idgowerjij. Sododgao. Ziazuch. Negate. Corn? Your phone? Alien generated names are the love of my life. That hour. Roche? Duma. I might need to look up some names. I need to look up, like, butterfly-inspired names from different languages to get my starting point, you know? This is why when I normally make tunes, I just use the generator, because if I try to actually make things from scratch, like, I am a writer, I will get cursed. Mariposa, that would be cute, but, like, I want it to be like that, but, like, maybe, like, blend it with something so it feels, like, more alien-y? I don't know. So, like, let me look up, but that's a good starting point. Okay. Butterfly. Okay. Butterfly names. Oh, here's a whole list of butterfly names. Don't care about the introduction. Oh my god, one of them is Admiral, no joke. Like, first on the list. But these are just butterfly, like, species. That's not fun. Okay, Marilyn. I actually like that for, like, a last name. And then, now we need a first name. I usually use, the last name as my character name. Just cause, like, it feels like that's what they'd be known as, like, the legendary captain, their last name instead of their first name. What do we want for a first name, though? That could maybe be a butterfly species. Some of these I don't even know how to say. Monarch. Memphis. Morgan? I don't know. Orion, Ordell, Pepe. Ah, welcome! You're just in time for us naming this, lovely, vaguely butterfly-inspired giant tune of mine. I like some of these Greek names it has on here. There's like Cressida, Delphia, Farasha. That means butterfly in Arabic. I probably am saying it wrong. I've been trying so hard to learn Persian for my partner, but it's very hard. Oh, and then there's Mariposa. There's Nova. My dog's name is Nova. Schmetterling. That is not a good name. Why is that on here? Gonna grab dinner back in a few. Yee, get you some dinner. I just had dinner, and that's why I'm so energetic right now. Posy. Oh, what if her name was Posy? That would be cute, but cursed. Posy Marilyn. Okay, that Posy sounds like a really cursed nickname, but it's part of like Mariposa, so it's kind of like the other part of Mariposa that we're not using. And we're in the USS Kurland. All right, let's go. I am excited for this. Probably a little too excited. My body is not ready for this. Alright. New tutorial, let's go! Because the Delta recruitment event is active, you may not skip the tutorial. Okay, well, we're gonna play it anyway, because we want to play the new tutorial that I have not played before. Alright, here we go.
After I left Starfleet, I made it my life's work to reunite the Romulans with their Vulcan brothers. For many years, I lived among them and waged a campaign of peace. Lived long. And 21 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova and sent a wave of devastation across the quadrant. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed. The planets Romulus and Remus were destroyed. Countless billions were killed. My home, my friends, my life, all are memories. Time does not
He's
stop
in the
for
Kelvin universe!
The chaos in Romulan space gave the Klingon Empire an opportunity to expand its territory. Jimpak, the Chancellor of the High Council, traded diplomacy for the tip of a blade. Only in battle, Jimpak says, is a Klingon truly Klingon.
I love the zoom into his eye, though.
The Federation did its utmost to preserve its alliance with the Klingons, but war was inevitable.
Boom!
The Romulans want revenge for their lost world. The Dominion is rebuilding its forces.
As usual.
Now the Borg have reappeared, and the Alpha Quadrant balances on the edge of ruin. The fate of the galaxy rests in your hands.
Oh, what we doing? I think we're probably still finding Borg in the tutorial, but I honestly don't know. I vaguely remember some stuff. 1 year from now, what the fuck?
In your timeline, sir.
Oh my god, you're so tall!
You'll know what to say. You've already heard yourself say it. It doesn't matter if it's exactly right. The time stream will work itself out. Just make sure.
Oh, I do remember this from my Romulan Delta recruit.
Return to this exact point in time as soon as you have done what you need to do. The galaxy still needs you, Admiral. Ready?
Alright. Alright, let's go. Look at this serene, lovely academy. We're gonna walk up to our pal. Look at our pal, we're so tall. Oh, I love this. You can just squish her. Yeah, it turns out, oh, I'm bouncing. No, I'm bouncing.
Finally, I was beginning to think you forgot what today was. Of course, I was first in line. Oh, before I forget.
All right.
Rasky is just ahead.
Let's go find Rasky. That's not Rasky.
There you are. I wanted to thank you for helping me pass that final.
Well,
The other times you've helped me, I've always admired you. I hope Starfleet recognizes all you've done to lead our
how
cause.
wholesome.
Good luck. Before you report to Lieutenant...
Oh, we got Zarva and Eliza Flores. I love this little group.
Greetings. It was good of you to encourage me to retake the linguistics final. I was willing to accept my original results, but you saw that I was not at my best that day. My score increased by 12 points.
I think she looks a little bit different than
well within
before.
my standard norms. Now, Morik would like to see you as well.
Morik, care. Rolls. I think I underestimated the proportions on this cursed shit.
There you are. Getting excited yet? Once we finish our training cruise, we'll all be full-fledged ensigns. The buzz is, Captain Taggart hasn't named all of his senior staff yet.
Alright, well, now we gotta go do the shooty shoot.
Good afternoon, Cadet. What can I do for you? Yes, I have the complete assignment list here.
Flores looks a little different too. Yeah, she didn't look as different as Terrell did, because I thought Terrell had like black hair.
Let's see. Interesting. Report to Captain Taggart. He's in the office. You're going to have...
Alright, well... Onward. Ding dong.
Come. Cadet. I did. I've been following your progress here at the Academy, and I must say, I'm impressed. I'm just looking at your final test scores, but I don't see your results for the Advanced Phaser Training Program. I want everyone on my senior staff to run that program. And I want to see good
Senior
results.
staff!
I did. Like I said, I've been following your career here at the Academy. If you complete that program, I can put you on my bridge. I'll ask another fine cadet like yourself. Her scores were almost as good as yours, but her record has a few blemishes. I'll tell Flores to meet you outside.
I did not salute! Ah! Well, missed my chance there. Ah! Oops! This movement is killing me.
I got the tactical officer spot. Just what I wanted.
Oh yeah, she does look a little bit different, I realized.
You never did that? I thought you were Miss Extra Credit. Don't worry, you'll do fine. Seems most of our class ended up on Captain Taggart's ship.
I'm so large! The way this looks. Need some screenshots of that style. She moves so slow.
Have you seen the whales in San Francisco Bay? I never seem to spot them.
Whales.
I sometimes forget that Boothby is a hologram. He seems like such a fixture here at Starfleet Academy.
Very cursed.
Last one of the console buys the first round tonight.
Oh, now she decides to speed up.
Setting up the training program. Phasers are in the lockers by the holodecks.
Okay. Well, let's go. Go shooting. This is the boring part. Imagine how this tune would look as the Inquisitor. I'm just saying. We're literally almost as tall as the door frame! Iconic. Ooh. Oh, timey-wimey shit! Ah! Let's get down to business. Well,
you are now a Delta recruit. You have a unique trait that gives both as
all right. Well, that was an experience.
Well done, you're not gonna break the Academy record, but your score was more than satisfactory. Absolutely. I have a new first officer. Yes, you should be proud of your accomplishments here, Cadet. You have a promising career ahead of you in Starfleet.
We're first officer.
Way to go. Just a little jealous, I'll admit. At least you'll do great.
Okay, let's go. I love making the toast. I'm impatient for this.
Now hear this. All cadets report to shuttle bay to prepare for departure.
Okay, all of the senior staff is waiting by the bar. I'm sure everyone's a bit nervous, this being our first real assignment and all. So, I'm expecting an inspiring speech out of you.
Alright, well, we'll do our best. I love the speech. We get to be mean to everyone. I'm just kidding! Intimidate the cadets. No, we will be inspiring. We are the senior staff of the USS Curland. We are ready. Continue to hearten the cadets. Galvanize the cadets. To the USS Curland! So the whole Delta recruit thing turns out to be some kind of Starfleet Academy holodeck prank. I mean, I won't spoil it if you've never played Delta Recruit, but there is a lot of stuff going on generally there.
All cadets, please board your shuttle.
Toasting as we're the tallest one! This is amazing. Why is everyone like 5'7"?
Are you ready to head to the ship?
Alright, I guess. The pog juice.
I can't believe we're finally doing this.
In the runabout.
Look at that. The USS Vesta, first of her class. She's got subsystem targeting, a crew of 750, auxiliary phaser cannons, and even a quantum field focus controller. I can't wait to captain one someday. But here's our ship.
Remastered Vesta.
Two forward weapon mounts.
She's tall enough to step on the other cadets. That was the idea.
Ship, though. I think I like her. We're the final shuttle to arrive. We need to get to the bridge.
Yeah, wow, we're slow as fuck. The hell's up with that?
I'm going to check in and then head for the bridge. See you there.
Name and position? I have your record right here. Welcome aboard. Captain Taggart is waiting for you on the bridge.
It's bridge time! Yay! Back again, welcome back! Just been having a time admiring how tall this is.
Welcome to the bridge, number 1. Early in my career, I served with a captain who called his first officer that. I always liked it. As my
Every
number 1,
captain calls their
expect you to
first
ensure my
officer
order
that.
carried
It's not
out,
even unique
and
anymore.
To advise me on the best course of action in any situation. But first, we need to get out of dry dock, get clearance from control, and close the shuttle bay doors. Then disable the tractor moorings.
Earth traffic control has cleared us to depart, sir.
Terrell's kinda hot, not gonna lie.
Number 1.
Something about
Shuttle
those
bay doors
Vulcans,
are
you
closed,
know?
sir.
Very good, number 1.
Eh. Gonna just step on over those
Potter,
consoles.
Take us out. 1/4 impulse.
Should we sass him? Let's sass him.
Just checking to see if you were paying attention, number 1. Potter, take us out. Maximum thrusters.
Who dat? I fancy Flores. I mean, I fancy all of them, but is this someone from chat who can guarantee the fleet is not sus or something? Come on, let me sit. Let me sit. It's not gonna let me sit. Whatever. Oh, it'll let me sit in that one. But we're still so tall!
Cleared from dry dock, Captain.
Good. Let's start with something easy. Set course for Vulcan.
Course lead in, sir.
Engage.
Engage. Yeah, I was like, I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's just a complete random. I don't join random fleets anymore, because the last one that I joined that was random, I couldn't, like, advance at all.
Their warp core is failing, and they require immediate assistance.
Let them know we're on our way. Potter, lay in a rendezvous course.
Altering course, sir. ETA 3 minutes. They are not responding to our hails.
Keep trying, Travell. Their long-range comms might
We're so tall!
Let's discuss the situation.
Let's discuss the situation. I love how she's also always smiling. Yeah, I'm gonna decline it then if nobody knows who it
Such
is.
things come with the job. What do you think we should do?
Absolutely not. We're the closest ship to the break-even, so it's our duty to assist.
Indeed. We also don't know what led to this situation either. It could have been an accident or the results of an attack. What do you advise?
Raising
Shields
the shields
up.
does seem to be a reasonable precaution.
Indeed. Yellow alert. Raise shields. Number 1.
It's a
I'd like to
trap!
volunteer the rescue effort once we arrive.
I was gonna say, I was like, I know kinda where this is going. I don't know which parts they updated, but...
Scan them. Maybe they're unable to respond to our signal.
Captain, our shields are collapsing.
Flores,
Oh.
fire. Pattern Delta Sierra 9.
Well, there go the shields. Not good.
So much for those shields! We are the Berg!
Engineering to bridge.
Go ahead, engineering.
Sir, the Borg are here. We need help.
The Borg are here. The Berg. Alright, time to go squish some Borgs.
Right. Number 1. I want you to go to main engineering and lead the security team efforts there. Get those Borg off my ship.
Yeah, no more Klingons! Oh, wrong way. It's fine, we'll crush Borg, Klingons, and anything else under my
Sorry for the
sexy
stop,
pink
number
foot.
one, but there's a problem in the transporter room. The Borg are trying to take it over. Most head to the armory.
Well,
We're
okay.
on our own so far, number one, but our success depends on securing the ship.
Alright, it is.
Unlock the armory. Enter the command code. We should grab rifles to fight off the Borg.
The Berg. Hell yeah. Stonks.
Ready to rock and roll.
Status report number one. Very well. We're reading.
Eh. These Borg are easy to kill. Ah, gotta help this cadet.
Thanks. You saved me from a fate worse than death. I'll get back to manning the transporters. That, we still have main power.
Alright, let's go. Leap that console. Step over that dead Borg.
Your timing is fortuitous, sir. We are making a push to retake main engineering.
We crush these Borg. Crush them. Take them out. Take them out. I don't know what I should call this species though, because I feel like this is a new and unique group that needs like a name. I don't know. I name all of my created species because I am like a super nerd. I keep saying I'm gonna write like, I have some really cursed like fan fiction ideas based on characters that I have from various projects and or Star Trek Online tunes. But I'm like, I'm really afraid to release some of them because like they're so cursed.
In a Starfleet history sim, so I'm pretty sure it'll work. I need you to prepare the plasma coolant for
I love Zarva too.
Any riskier than standing around while the Borg send over more drones? I don't think so. Hurry, I do not want to be assimilated. No thank you.
Alright.
Not good. Not good. We need to go now. Quick, release the plasma coolant.
Oh, we're pulling a close one. Oh my god, the pounding! Oh my god! Oh. That animation though!
It worked! Data, you mad android genius! It actually worked! I love you. Glad I was paying attention in history class that day. That plasma coolant
god, that was... I mean, was smart, but oh my god! That's graphic for this game, too! It's not even that bad, like, I played Dead by Daylight, like... But, to be fair, I did have to, like, desensitize myself to that game slowly, because... God. That game's, like, so nasty, like, the noises and everything. I don't know. It's a callback to First Contact. Yeah, that makes sense. I just mean, like, generally, in this game, we don't see Borg skeletons, so that was a little surprising. I like it, though. Alright, help the bitches who are weak fell. We will never fall to the Borg. Oh wait, that's Tervrel. We actually like her. Tervrel. Actually, we can't flirt with her because she would be our subordinate, I guess. So that's not appropriate. Why does bitches always get auto-modded?
Nice work, number one. Looks like that phaser training paid off.
Oh, now he's probably gonna get fucking murdered by the Borg. There it is.
Captain, look out!
Assimilation. Uh-oh. Left the cadets alone again. Literally, get up, bitches. Get up, bitches is literally what I say to, like, all of my bridge officers when they die, too. I'm like, wow, you're weak for dying.
Based on the amount of damage they sustained, it is logical to assume they disengaged in order to
track that ship.
We survived, but the captain...
We're in charge now! Yay! Alright, Eliza Flores reporting for duty. Now what?
All decks reporting in, sir. We took some casualties, and sickbay is full.
I'm the captain now!
Some damage, but some are worse than others. Life support is stable, but anything else could be an issue.
I have been trying to get a distress call out, Captain, but something is jamming all frequencies.
I think she took some real damage. We're in rough shape too.
You know how, like, they had all the... in Discovery, they talked about, like, all the different ways to, like, basically tell the navigator to go? And like, Pike has, like, hit it, Picard has engage, Burnham has let's fly. Like, mine is just go, bitch.
Still running diagnostics, sir. That's the time to get
Jesse, giddy up, bitches. Okay, that's even better, but that's I feel like that one's for this tune specifically. I feel like she would say giddy up. I don't know if I would say giddy up.
Hailing the break-even now, Captain. No response, Captain. I suggest that we move closer for a short-range scan.
I would just be basic and be like, go, bitch. Get in so much trouble. Starfleet would be all like, you're no longer a captain.
The ship is broadcasting its distress signal via automation.
I put together a damage report, Captain, and it's not good. Level 2 diagnostic shows that almost all of the plasma injectors are damaged, beyond repair. Not enough. Plasma injectors are made to withstand quite a beating, but we took too much damage in main engineering.
There was a battle here recently between Starfleet and Klingon forces.
Oh, so here's the Klingons.
Is considerable. Despite the dangers involved, the salvage opportunities attract the crews of civilian vessels, like the Break-Even. Logic suggests that we may discover similar opportunities for salvage here.
Alright, let's go. Make ship go fast now, traditional pack-led command, indeed.
Bingo! I found some suitable debris in the boneyard nearby. Destroy 3 of those nacelles, and we should get the parts we need.
Nacelles. I'm bouncing again!
These plasma injectors will do the trick, sir. Gorgeous technology. Type R, if I had to guess. I'll get everything installed as soon as I can, Captain. Just remember, safety comes first.
Unfortunately,
Safety first!
we are still unable to send a distress signal. There are several operational Starfleet comm satellites near our position. My preliminary attempts to use them to send a distress signal were not successful. A sensor scan revealed the presence of Borg technology in each satellite, and that since time is a factor, the most expedient solution to the problem is the destruction of the
The destruction of the satellites. Let's go shoot some shit. I still can't go full impulse. What the hell?
Communications are operational, sir. Shall I send the distress signal?
Ding ding.
Captain, the Borg ship sustained damage in our encounter and is likely to be leaking plasma until they have an opportunity to regenerate. Understood.
All right.
Fortunately, our sensors are sufficient to the task of following the trace plasma signature. Now enhancing the plasma trail imaging.
All right, now.
Sir, we should use the ship's full impulse power to reach it. This will temporarily take power from other systems, but vastly improve our speed. Once
oh, finally!
Full impulse, the power will return to other systems.
Come on! There we go. It's still taking a minute for it to kick in at all.
Multiple Borg vessels on sensors.
Ah, shit!
These probes do not appear to be shielded.
Oh, lucky for us.
Continue to follow the plasma trail.
Onward.
Captain,
ah!
The Borg have adapted. These vessels possess shields.
They are just here to fuck up our shit. That's the only reason. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. To hit him with this. Well, I can. I need my full spread ability.
Incoming transmission, sir. It is from Starfleet.
It's the Chimera!
This is Captain Nog of the USS Chimera. Do you require assistance? Pretty bold move to come this far into Federation.
Bold of them! Not here!
I see. And you're the acting captain. Right. Well done, Cadet. Looks like your ship is in need of repairs. Set a course for our position. Chimera out.
Set a course. Oh, they're over there. Wee.
Another Borg sphere is attacking.
Not this again! They're going for Nog! Well, at least we have the Chimera to help.
This is Admiral Janeway.
It's Admiral Janeway! I knew she was coming, but I didn't know when. Voyager is coming in to make the kill. Excuse you, that it's Admiral Janeway, bitches. Okay, I'm sorry. I deeply apologize. Is that a Jem'Hadar board? Is that what that is that my eyes spy? Nice touch. Oh my god. They are killing me. Yay! Boom.
So, the rumors are true. The Borg have returned. We've got our work cut out for us. Cadet, where's your
Not again! Not here!
Assimilation isn't a fate that anyone should suffer. And I hesitate to think about what the Borg would do with a captive star.
They would definitely assimilate him, that's for sure.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have left without assimilating your entire
Okay, I just thought of something. What if I did a day where, like, I, like, responded to every single dialogue, but, like, in a cursed way? But I feel like I'd get really tired of that really fast with certain missions. I don't know.
Agreed. We'll do everything we can to bring your captain home, Cadet.
Alright, then.
I don't like the sound of that at all. We need to get to the Pollock system and help the Kittimer before it's too late. Indeed it does. I'll need all the help I
Indeed
can
it does. Yay, we have Zarva!
We've arrived in the Pollock system, Captain. I have the Kittimer on sensors. She's
Probably
taken heavy damage and is not
Put
responding
our
to
shit
hails.
together.
Your orders?
Upgrades. Ah, yee. Up close and personal.
Sensors indicate several critical systems are offline, Captain, including communications. I am reading numerous life signs on board, however.
Something's not right here. Where are the Borg ships that attacked the Kittemer?
Alright, let's go scanning!
Sensors are having difficulty getting clear resolution through the gaseous anomalies. You will need to move in to very close range to acquire useful information.
Now with more inventory space. Haha, not on this character, unfortunately. So I have that on my main now though, so it won't be as cursed anymore, which is good. Can you reclaim it on more than one captain? I tried, but I didn't think it would. It said it was only once per account.
Off in the readings.
I can double check again if you were able to somehow, but I thought I checked and I was not able to. Promotions. No, that's an R&D pack. I can reclaim some of these though. No. It's not here. No, it's just the one, but I don't think there's inventory slots on this one at all. These are not even showing the right visuals, but yeah, see, because this is what that one was, and that's the Elite Services pack, so yeah, I can get this one to get the Temporal Battle Cruiser again, but that's about it. No, but for my main needed those inventory slots because I had been hoarding since 2012.
Some unusual gamma radiation levels near your
Recalibrating.
well. Let me know what you find out there. That level of radiation can hide a lot.
Can hide the Borg. Yeah, I know. It's on brand for me. That's part of my brand. Ah, shit!
It's right on top of us. The board.
The Borg. Unexpected guests. Love that for them.
The Borg are attacking us as well. Use full impulse to reach us quickly.
Where are they? I can't see shit in this cloud. Alright. That's the thing too, is I started hoarding in my bank instead of in my main inventory, but now I have more bank slots, so now I can hoard in both my inventory and my bank. But it'll mean I won't have to worry about keeping as much stuff on other tunes, I don't think, because I can just use that one as like my hoarding outlet in case I need things. And then anything that's like bound to account, I can always...
I'm aboard the USS Kittemer. I am requesting assistance from any Federation vessel in range. I've lost contact with the bridge. I am unable to contact Commander Davis for new instructions. The Kittemer is being overwhelmed by Borg boarding parties. These Borg are different than the ones in my history records. They seem disconnected somehow. They're strange, but still, I am an emergency medical hologram, not a miracle worker.
The Borg did some serious damage to the Kittemer. The EMH might be in command because no one else is fit to do so. I'm reading a few probes from the Kittimer in the system.
Well,
Looks like they were conducting research here before the Borg attacked. I want you to collect data from those probes. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this. We'll send teams to aid the Kittimer while you collect that data. One more thing. If you or your crew are unable to tackle this, speak up now. I know
we can do it! We can do it!
Scan there while we see to the Kittimer.
Alright. You haven't started mailing yourself stuff? I mean, I just usually use the account bank when I can. But if it's bound to character, it doesn't super help anyway. But a lot of it is only bound to account, so like I can still use some of it. But yeah, I would never at least start my own bank, my own fleet, just to hoard things in the fleet bank. So I only keep my hoarding to myself and have an actual fleet. So
one last probe, and we should be able to assemble all of the data.
But technically, also, if I had infinite money, I would just keep buying more inventory slots until I maxed them out. But
send us the data so we can begin our analysis.
But I was looking up how much Zen it would take to get all of the services I feel like I need for all my tunes, and I was like, this is too much money for me, unfortunately.
Our tactical teams have eliminated the Borg boarding parties on the Kittimer. Why do you ask?
There is an 88.47% chance that you will need my help. I have 75 million gigaquads of computer memory and an extensive library of files on military tactics and
Why is this EMH kinda making me feel some kind of way?
Borg transwarp signatures detected. All hands, battle stations.
They're firing. I need help.
Battle stations. Take them out.
More. I don't know if we're ready for this.
Thirsty comment? Do we want a thirsty comment about the EMH? Technically, I kind of already made a thirsty comment about the EMH. That was the last character we saw on screen. So, but that one was a freebie. So we'll expand on my EMH things. But like, all I'm saying is that the look with like the gray kind of like wispy Vulcan hair paired with like the nice voice. Like I said, just never considered it before, but I now feel like that's a worthy thirst target. Well, I guess we never really... No, I guess Voyager did actually, say that technically an EMH probably, like, could do stuff. It's kind of like, you know, Data. They're probably fully functional and all that, so, like, it's not that weird, right? You haven't started Picard yet. I've watched all of Picard.
Direct hit.
Oh wait, yeah, there were holograms in Picard. I forgot about that, actually.
Here's how I see it, Captain. The Borg are using the Pollux system as a staging area. Our long-range
Did you like the season 2 ending?
Signatures. Based on our
Okay.
analysis, they're most like the Kittimer is in bad shape, and they took heavy casualties as well. We're still working on triage and restoring their critical systems. I want you to go to the Vega colony and warn them about the Borg.
Alright, Vega colony time!
To hold off the Borg and assist the Kittimer.
We have to make our way to Vega as soon as we can, Captain. I just hope we're not too late.
I liked the season 2 ending a lot better than I liked the middle of season 2. Not gonna lie. I actually don't think the last episode... was bad. I don't think any of them were, like, bad per se, but there were definitely some weaker ones in the season that were... It was just very weird because it was kind of like, first couple episodes... Yee, evasive maneuvers. Yeah, it was weird because you had like the first couple episodes that were fine, and then the rest of the season was like down here, and then we're back up for the finale. It was just very weirdly balanced, I feel like. And I know there was probably like pandemic stuff and everything that probably made it harder than it could have been. But yeah, it was unfortunate. Because I did really like a lot of the things they brought in. I just, like, for the last episode, I just wish that, like, the rest of the season would have been better. And have I said before on here that I'm not ever going to forgive them for that arrangement of Shadows of the Night? Ever. In my life. I will never forgive it. And it has nothing to do with, like, Allison Pill and, like, her voice. Because she has a great voice, but that was a shitty arrangement. I didn't really like Guinan. I did like the Guinan stuff. That's the thing is, like, but it didn't really hit as hard because the rest of the plot was just not there as much. And yeah, again, fucking... Ugh! Still mad. Assimilation of the innocent.
We arrived before the Borg. Now my heart can start beating again. What are your orders, Captain? Tivrel managed to establish a comm link with Willa Post, the administrator of Vega Colony. It's not a great signal, but it's the best we're gonna get.
Greetings, Captain. Is there something I can do for you today? Repeat, please. Your signal is breaking up. Did you say the Borg?
The Borg are coming!
Lost contact with Vega Colony.
The Berg! Berg. I am bouncing like nothing else today. This was happening earlier too, though, when I was on.
Our hails are still blocked, sir. The Borg may be attempting to isolate the planet before they land. Your orders, sir.
The Borg are jamming up any remote...
Of course they are! Fucking Borg!
Transwarp conduits opening all over the system, Captain. The Borg are here.
God damn it.
Those civilian ships are right in the Borg's path. We have to help them.
Alright, we'll get him. Oh, that one just exploded right next to me. I haven't played the Federation tutorial on its own in a while, so I kind of forgot what was happening in the old one. I remember there were Klingons, and now this one's all Borg, but I thought like the old one was all Borg for some reason. And of course we have like the extra editions, but... For some reason I high-key remember the old tutorial being mostly Borg based. So and then yeah. I think like were there still Borg in the last tutorial? I really don't remember. I haven't played it in like 2 years, so That was fast. Consult with your crew.
Captain, I have short-range communications.
Tutorial used to be versus Klingons.
I can contact the planet and have
So that was the
post of the situation. However, the Borg have already landed and are moving toward the colony. It may be more prudent to retreat back to the Chimera, sir.
So the last tutorial was versus Klingons, but maybe I'm just thinking of Vega Colony, because Vega Colony always had a Borg invasion, didn't it? But because yeah, I would agree. I like the Borg being the big bad more, because it's only like that little like scuffle the Federation and Klingon Empire always had. Old tutorial had Klingons, then went to Borg in the same tutorial. Okay, that's what I'm remembering. But because I was thinking where were the Klingons in the old tutorial then? Or maybe I'm just not remember that one because it didn't have as much like cutscenes and story and stuff. You were mostly just running around the ship and I just remember the doors in the like older tutorial being like really, really tall for some reason. Like not at all to scale. It was funny.
Borg landing craft detected nearby. Captain, there are civilian ships engaging them.
I believe I can send a message to those ships.
Civilian ships, you are ordered to disengage and retreat. We will cover you.
Yeah, tell him to stop being so bold.
All ships, fall back.
All civilian ships have safely warped out of the system, Captain.
My brain is just like going wild trying to remember like what was different and like the same just cause like I don't ever remember the tutorial. I'm gonna remember this one though now because Janeway. I feel my ship bouncing back from me. Boom. Oh, this is my favorite part. Not. Hard to imagine a Miranda could be effective versus a probe. Honestly,
I recommend beaming down to Vega and getting as many people out as we can.
Honestly though, you were not wrong because these are like the nerfed Borg, like the easy to defeat Borg.
Captain, according to our readings, over half the planet is already assimilated by the Borg. At the rate they're progressing, the region we're in will be overrun in roughly 1 hour. And if that wasn't bad enough, the interference is affecting the ship's transporters. No, sir. I'll follow your lead. That's one of those ships from orbit.
Oh, nope, we don't want to yeet ourselves into the river.
Drones. They can pump nanoprobes directly into the ground.
Oh, look at the pretty glowing flowers.
We need to hurry.
Such a shame this whole planet is gonna die. Alright. Tag, you're it! Wouldn't the Borg beam onto your ship? I mean, these are all excellent points!
Starfleet's here. Oh, thank God. Please, You have to help us! Thank you. We didn't know if anyone from Starfleet got our distress signal, and we don't have any weapons. But we do have some spare armor suits for you and your officer. This code will open the gate. Please.
Okay. Oh. Crates. We gotta get suited up.
Press the U key to view your status or the status of your ship.
Oh, we don't have...
Here you can see your equipped items and devices.
Well, guess Zarva is not getting armor today.
Oh no, we're too late.
Alright, let's go. I think the Borg are kind of occupied with this planet for some reason. So they're not really worried about us. That's a lot of Borg.
Get away from me, you monster!
They run. For now. The music is always a vibe, also. I had to point that out.
That was close. Thanks.
We have the civilians. There is still no sign of Chimera or Voyager.
They died! I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding! Is that Coles?
I apologize.
Oh. We love our boy Coles.
I apologize for Coles putting a rifle in your face. If it wasn't for him, the Borg would have assimilated me by now. What's the situation? Are you bringing more Starfleet reinforcements? I see. Then it's true. Vega is doomed. A single starship cannot hope to stop this. I know. Coles and I have been trying to get around the interference field. Thank you for tagging the people you found and getting them safely transported to your ship.
Our ship's not that big, fam. Like...
No, there are dozens more hiding out in the buildings. But Coles and I have a plan. We think a pattern enhancer will do the trick. With that, we can transport the remaining citizens to your ship. But first, I'd like to offer you some equipment.
Alright, kit time. Nope, wrong way. Oh, also we can probably give one of them the rifle. Forgot about that. Better than standard issue phaser. Oh, we got all sorts of stuff I didn't equip. God damn it. Look, we are starting off with a clean inventory. No other account reclaims from Dilitheme Story Event Store? Not yet, because I'm just at the tutorial, so I haven't really bothered.
Moving this way. I'll do that. How long do you think you can hold off the Borg?
Alright. like I said, these are nerfed Borg, so I don't have to worry about having too much equipment to fight them. It always gets worse, doesn't it?
Another group of civilians is beamed to the ship, Captain.
What actually is this ability? Oh, it's just the medical tricorder. That red alert lighting, though.
You're gonna see friends who've been assimilated. Don't hesitate.
I know that. I was never expecting any Borg here.
Ah! Onward.
Look over there! That drone, it's Captain Taggart!
Oh my god!
The Borg is activating the transport inhibitor.
He is a...
Disable that force field.
He is a stonky Borg. He's ripped as fuck. Drone.
The Borg are so... what's the word? Effective? Systematic? Evil. I'm gonna go with evil.
Nice one. Nice one, Flores. Ah, lovely! Love this for him! Oh, he's Borg 101! Look at those gains! Ha! Smack him! Oh, rip! We didn't even try to save him, we just went pew pew. Take him out. Oh, we have to destroy it. I see. Ah! Oh, we are gonna help him, okay. The tutorial Space Borg or Paklin Borg? Oh, we shot you, but now we're gonna help you.
Sickbay has received Captain Taggart. They are initiating emergency medical procedures.
nose on
Anyone
this.
that can get a lock on, Captain, but we don't have much time.
The nose on this character was a nice touch. I like how it's kind of long, a little more alien looking.
I don't think we could fit one more soul on this ship. Communications are still jammed. The immediate problem is the civilian ships in this system. Vega's a huge trading outpost. There are always ships traveling here. Possibly, but what we need to do is hightail it out of here with these civilians. Of course, the path to the satellites.
Why can't the civilian ships, like, get more people and run for it?
Multiple probes inbound. I don't
Ah!
like us hanging around.
Get him! Makes me think, I could actually reclaim the, Alliance Raider, I think, for this tune, and it could be fun. I got the Jirok carrier on one of my other, like, lower level tunes, and it's been greatly helpful. Not gonna lie. Cloaking? Oh yeah, that is a very good feature. The Eisenberg also has cloaking, but I have done so much with the Eisenberg recently.
Never thought I'd wish I was back at the academy studying for the astrometrics final.
Where's the sphere? Lost it for a second. Uh-huh. Yeah. I haven't been able to make a good build for temporal bridge officer abilities. Yeah, I mean, me neither. I don't really understand how some of the temporal abilities work, but luckily I don't have like too many temporal slots in my ships, so I haven't had to figure it out much yet. To be fair, I really only understand the intelligence abilities, and I just barely figured that out, not gonna lie.
Contact them, and I can't tell if they're friend or foe.
Well, we'll just have to sit and wait then, won't we? Ah!
Guess it's our time to go out and blaze a glory.
It requires more work. Yeah, no, that's fair. Probably why it's just a little bit harder.
All hands, this is Admiral Janeway.
It's...
That cube and open fire.
It's friends! We live! We live to fight another day! God damn it.
You've done well. Now let's finish this.
I am too close to it. It's gonna go boom and I'm gonna die. Alright, got it. Look, we are tiny but mighty.
Sorry about the delay. Dealing with the Borg and Pollux took longer than I'd have liked. As you can see, Starfleet got our request for backup. Oh, you'd be surprised, Captain. Mirandas are a lot tougher.
Mirandas are a lot tougher than you think.
A lot of lives here today. I want you to return to Earth Space Dock. Admiral Quinn will want a full report from us.
We need to get the civilians to safety.
Alright, let's go.
I'll see you back at Earth Space Dock, Captain. One more thing. Try not to pick any more fights with the Borg before you...
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
We got Kalez, our boy. Can I start promoting them yet? Or I'm still lieutenant, so I can't. Yeah, nope. They're all still cadets. Oh, I got random traits. I got telekinesis. I don't know. I'm gonna have to like arrange my traits for RP purposes, not gonna lie. 'Cause I'm picky about them. Wow, now it's getting kind of dark outside. My hair's really glowing in this purple light. I like it a lot. Why do I keep getting this thank you for using ARC? Which role captain did you pick? I picked science, because that's what was suggested in chat. Appreciate. The brows are my favorite. Miranda's might be tougher than you think, but they're still slow as fuck. Ugh. Literally, what is going on? That was so weird. Whatever. Anyway, good night. Good night. I'm gonna be logging off pretty quickly here too, since the main goal was to get through the tutorial, and it took honestly longer than I thought it would, but that's okay. Oh, I didn't open my Delta recruit device. We haven't done anything yet, though, so... this is fine. Finally! No! That was wild. Ooh, my computer started spinning faster at that. It was weird. Wild. We're just having a slow pan around to the station. Wow, thanks for this lovely little lighted path.
Greetings. How can I assist you today? Or in the future?
Wait, what? Oh, this is the Delta thing.
You say? Something temporal in nature, I assume. That's protocol in these sorts of cases, but rarely do Starfleet officers actually follow through. I am getting some light chronoton radiation from you. You were exposed to someone from the future, it seems, but not too far. By these readings, I'd say a maximum of 18 months.
A maximum of 18 months? You're gonna be a fucking admiral! This game is crazy!
That's not entirely out of the question. There's been a steady flow of new starship captains and field promotions in the wake of all the crises going on in the galaxy. This looks to be a Tesseract-based receiver. I see. You're not the first to receive one of these from the future.
Alright, well... Okay, we get how Delta...
Tesseract communication receiver.
We get that there's timey-wimey shit going on.
Ah, there you are. It's good to see you in person. I've already filed my report with the Admiral. He's waiting for yours now. You've showed exemplary performance under duress. You've saved a lot of people, including Captain Taggart.
Oh look, Captain Taggart gets to live.
Combat. That's a lot to face as a cadet on a training cruise. Now, more than ever, Starfleet needs its best and brightest officers out there to defend the Federation and uphold the ideals that make it strong.
Nice, nice, nice.
I can't speak for the Admiral, but I believe you and your crew have a bright
Aw, she believes in us.
Don't mention it. For now, duty calls.
Alright. Now we have to talk to Admiral Quinn.
We have a lot to discuss, Cadet.
Yes, I see that here in the report filed by Admiral Janeway. She granted you a field promotion to give you seniority over the rest of the active crew of your ship. As a cadet, you were assigned to an Academy training crew facing off against a Borg invasion force within hours of the Starfleet Academy.
This game is wild!
That's quite the story.
Don't worry. I have statements here from Admiral Janeway, Captain Nog, and Administrator Post from Vega Colony corroborating your story.
And you're exactly the kind of officer Starfleet needs. Under normal circumstances, it would take you years of work to get your own command.
Yeah, we're at war with the Klingon Empire.
We're at war
all sorts of
with the
shit.
Empire. The Borg have returned. I'm losing more trained officers and ships than I can spare. It's time to try something different. I need someone who can handle themselves in a crisis and get the best out of their crew. Even though you're young, I think you're that person.
Alright.
You'll be assigned to the Klingon front. But first, you could use some new equipment for your ship.
Alright, well... what's first?
We have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador.
Diplomatic orders. That's a good place to start, but we're not gonna do all of it today. I gotta start stacking my ship, though. Oh, actually I have an aft one to replace, too. Nice. Look at that clean inventory. Not hoarding any of my standard issue shit this time. Oh look, 2 dilithium. Wow, I'm so rich. But yeah, I don't know, I might go and reclaim that. Yeah. Yeah, I want it. Heh. AFS Erie. That's fun. I'm gonna keep it. Alright. That took so much longer than I thought it would, but like literally just doing the tutorial took like 2 hours, and the other like 30 minutes was me eating my Hawaiian. But to be fair, a lot of that was me trying to figure out what I want to do in Character Creator. But anyway, she's very beautiful. We do love her. We love her beautiful, tall presence. I was trying to think of the word. I will definitely be making some fun and cursed outfits for her in the future. So there'll definitely be like a clubwear outfit. We love that. It's like my favorite thing is making everyone some clubwear to wear in that lit club on Earth Space Dock. Thank you everyone who helped me figure her out and sat through the tutorial with me. Like I said, I do want to make these like little later evening, at least for me, streams, like once a month-ish event maybe, where I'll let Twitter pick what takeout I get again in the future as well. And it'll be a good time. So thank you so much for joining me for this first one. Happy Friday the 13th, if it's still the 13th for you. And I'm gonna see who is online. Oh, Big Papa Tart is still online. I think he's been online like longer than I have, but I am I am sore for today. I spent all day sitting at my desk working on music stuff, so I'm ready for bed. But anyway, you can also follow me on Twitter and or join my Discord so you can see my schedule every week if you are interested. And I really appreciate it. Thank you everyone, and stick around for the raid if you want to go support another streamer. Bye!